talking about risks, right? Like what are the biggest risks right now? And I would say 2021 was huge for ransomware. Huge. Data credentials stolen, right? So with the credentials stolen, remote hackers can easily do lateral movements to get into any plant. And now it's not as hard or as complicated. Or, the way that ransomware worked back in 2017 with WannaCry, if you guys remember WannaCry, that it was like a magic day, like today, a random day that it just appear everywhere in the world, like turn on, everywhere. Show everywhere, including healthcare, including, critical operating systems, industrial networks, and it just appeared. And it's like, this is crazy. This is a ransomware. It's affecting operating systems. It's a new type of malware, and it's money. They care about the money. So it's just money motivated people. Now bring it to 2021. What was the biggest ransomware in 2021, in industrial control systems?
It was the pipeline, right?
Yeah, Colonial Pipeline. Colonial Pipeline. So if you kind of think about Colonial Pipeline and the way they did it, ransomware that affected IT, right? You never, ever touch an operating system or a computer on the industrial side of things. That was a managerial decision. There was a lot of items that affected that decision, but they shut down because, let me just turn this off real quick. I don't know why Alexa's bothering me. There's people outside, I get it. There's people outside everywhere. All right, I just turned that off. So going back to that conversation of ransomware, to bring it back to 2021 and the Colonial Pipeline, it didn't affect IT. It didn't affect OT. It affected very important financial assets or services within IT. So the management decided we need to shut it down, and it was shut down for like 10 days, I believe, and it'll come back up. But of course, people react. There's an action and a reaction. People react crazy, and that's all the memes and all the videos of people putting gas on like Target bags. Crazy. Tangent conversation. But what the differentiator from like a WannaCry to 2021, the Colonial Pipeline hack or ransomware is that it wasn't just, I'm gonna lock and encrypt your files using this ransomware. You pay me the money, I'll get your files back. It was a little bit different. They were on the network. They stole information. And if you are familiar with this, I follow them, of course. It's a Russian hacker or a Russian organization that they got into the network with some stolen credentials, stole the information, and then implemented that ransomware. And so it wasn't just the file encryption that they did. They were threatening them that they will release their financial information, their employee information, where everybody lives, confidentiality information, right? That's the key point from IT to try to protect. So they're using both. They're using that ransomware, and they're using threats. So you don't pay me, we're going to release this information. They're getting really smart. So if you think about it, they went into the network, they got the data that they needed, that is the financial data, and they came back around and say, we know you make X amount a year. So if we charge you, A, B, or C, it's not going to affect your business. We're just trying to make a business ourselves. So just pay us, we'll give you the key back, we move on. We'll delete the data, we're done. It's a business transaction nowadays, unfortunately. That is your biggest risk. And one single individual in your network can click on the wrong link and get your ransomware. As simple as that.